guys, Asher coming at you today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you here. Did any of you pull during the last double legendary event? If so, who'd you get? Anybody good? I still think my most wanted legendary champion in the game, non-void that is, I think it's still Korugar Deathbell, man. I really like this champion. Something, I don't know why either, but like I really want to just get my hands on Samson the Masher just to try him out. I know the reviews are not like glowing on this champion, but I guess those would be two, and of course dupes of like my favorite champions out there, like a Harima would be amazing to get my hands on as well. Basically anybody good would be fantastic.
I'd like to check in, please.
Oh my god, where did you come from?
Remember the days that we never rooted for duplicate champions, and now I'm like, I would like a dupe, guys. Never thought, did I think I would hear the day back then. Anyway, guys, my last two shard opening videos that we're coming off of, a little disappointing, you know, one or two legendary in each video. So I want to go ahead and go back to back with one of my favorite charities out there. It's going to be the Arc of the United States, giving services to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, excuse me there, providing a lot of resources to families as well. I know it was a big help to my family as well. So gonna give back to them. If you guys have a charity that means a lot to you, go ahead and leave. You don't have to leave the whole backstory unless you're comfortable, but if you are, go ahead and do that as well, why it means a lot to you. And I will go ahead and pick out some of your charities for the next few shard opening videos. $100 per legendary champion that we pull will go towards charity. So we have Old Gruckus, who's actually a pretty interesting champion. He's got the Beetlejuice head is what I like to refer him to him as.
That was supposed to be me.
Interesting looking champion. Ogren support. He has a triple hitter with a leech on the A1, a decreased speed, decreased turn meter on the A2. So really a heal reduction on the A3. So really he is a Fire Knight normal specialist, right? That's about the only reason I would probably invest in that champion. We haven't done a guide on him. By the way, thank you for 20,000 subscribers. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Knocked in Lanarithal, dude, why am I struggling this? This is embarrassing, guys. Lanathril is actually, for me, a brand new legendary champion, guys. Do not have him on my account. I know you guys don't think the world of him. First of all, aesthetically, looks really, really cool looking. I like the aesthetics on this champion. I like his sword. I like it. I'm a big fan. And the braids. I mean, not too bad. Nice do there, Lanarithal. HP-based champion on the A1, destroy target's max HP by 30% of the damage inflicted. Plays a shield buff, 10% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns on the ally with the lowest HP. Not a bad A1, not a great A1. Flicker barrier on a 3-turn cooldown when booked is an AoE. Shield on all allies for 3 turns on that 3-turn cooldown. 20% of this champion's max HP. So already out the gate, we're seeing that this is a Scarab King specialist, at least in some regard, right? Shield for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown and destroy target's max HP on the A1. If there are any dead allies, shield on all allies for 3 turns with 30% of this champion's max HP instead. Interesting. This buff cannot be removed, stolen, transferred, spread, or have its duration increased or decreased by enemy or allies. Interesting. Then he has a increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns, then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy on a 3-turn cooldown, 20% more damage against targets under shield buffs. Why do people hate on this guy so much? He seems pretty cool. He seems pretty cool to me. Like a pretty solid ally attacker. It's not just like 2 or 3 allies, it's all allies. Increased crit damage helps mitigate the, you know, the penalty on ally attacks, right? And then that A2 is like a really nice juicy shield. What am I missing here? Why do people hate on him? Why are people so underwhelmed? I think he's pretty cool. All right, Noct the Paralyzer. I'm actually a big fan of Noct. I already have him, but I can empower him or maybe even try running 2 of them. Decrease accuracy on the A1. On the A2, AoE, sleep for 1 turn, 2 poisons, but 2 additional poisons for 2 turns whenever a sleep debuff placed by this skill is removed or disappears after an enemy takes damage. So we get the extra 2 poisons, all on a 3-turn cooldown, Dreamer's Demise. Pretty dang cool ability here, right? That's a lot of poisons and the CC with the sleep. We have an ally protect on all allies, big version, 3-turn cooldown, continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns as well. This dude is an insanely good, niche, fun, just extraordinary healer because of this passive too. Continuous heals and the passive. Heals his champion, no cooldown here, right? It's just all the time. Heals his champion by 3% of their max HP. And all allies except this champion by 1% of this champion's max HP every time a poison debuff ticks on an enemy. Whenever an ally is healed while under, attacked while under an ally protection buff, has a 40% chance of placing a sleep debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. What an interesting and kind of cool, right? It's a cool kit. I also love the aesthetic on this champion. It's got like the spider vibes going on. Very, very cool champion. Hey, I will take it for those 2 legendaries. I do want to check Lonarithal. Jeez, man, that was embarrassing. That was pretty bad. That was probably one of the most noteworthy name butchers here because it was right in the excitement of pulling him, right? Lonarithal. It's not that tough, Ash. Not that tough, dude. What do they give him? I remember, yeah, the reviews are pretty sour on this champion. I think he's pretty dang cool. You guys let me know. I'm definitely going to max him out. His base stats are not that bad either. Nice scalability in HP and Doom Tower battles by 35% as well on that aura. Guys, we're not done yet. We have $200. We have 2. I would say, just off the top of the old head, how would you guys rank these 2 champions? I'll put Noct as like a B. Lonarithal, I'd also put him as a B, you know? I think the majority of people, based on the reviews, would go with a C- or so, but I think I'm maybe a little bit higher on him than a lot of you guys are. But of course, we have to max him and give him a try. Expect a guide on both those champions, as I was saying when I pulled those that Lego. Expect a guide on both those champions on the Raid Shadow Legends Champion Guides YouTube channel. Thank you for 20,000 subscribers. Let me make room, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are far from over. Let's get back to it here. Oh man, I think I shared in the last video. I was just telling my editor in the kind of interlude there. My AC broke, and it's like 95, 94 right now outside. 90, 93. It feels a little bit colder. Fahrenheit. Sorry, you Celsius users out there. And I am dying right now. So we have someone coming in to repair that later on today. So hopefully this will be the last time I annoy you guys about me being hot. Marksman, he got a buff semi-recently. I don't know, plays a poison for 2 turns. If the attack is critical, extra turn 25 can make it 30% chance when booked. Fills a turn meter of all allies on the A2, extra crit chance, and then 4 time at random. I really want to see the multipliers on this Thorns ability because it's all really predicated on that for me. Speed in arena battles, kind of a weird aura to have on that champion. But I don't know, you guys, anybody invest in Marksman? He's gotten maybe 2 buffs throughout the years. I could be wrong there, but it feels like it. Soulbond, I love her. Croydian, I love him. Grimskin, okay. Baroth the Blood-Soaked, I'd say like an average epic champion, but I like him in a shield set. There's some HP epic only dungeons in Doom Tower hard, so I run him in that way. I actually like the champion. He's a good healer, damage dealer, shield champion. Kind of a weird blend. Tashada is now, keep in mind, a 3-turn reviver. She got a big rework about a year ago. I don't think a lot of people really recognized, but revives an ally 40% HP, 40% turn meter, heals all allies, but again, it's a 3-turn cooldown, so she wasn't a reviver before, now she is, so pretty cool there. Skyon, not a huge fan. Marquez, one of the better defensive-based nukers out there in the game, certainly for epic champions. Grizzle Jarl, I'm a big fan of. Fleshmonger, I'm a moderate fan of. Good damage. He has essentially a 3-turn decreased defense. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. It's a 75% land rate, but he does have an extra turn mechanic on his A2, fresh meat, right? So he's bringing a increased attack, increased crit rate on himself. Extra turn comes in with the AoE decreased defense. He's my second favorite decreased defense, rare, after War Maiden, but there's a pretty big gap between the two. Even above Dagger, I would rank him. Anyway, guys, let me make room one more time. I'm feeling another Lego, so stay tuned. Be right back. All right, guys, we have 54 shards left. Can we get one more Lego? I think we can. By the way, stay tuned. Subscribe if you enjoy the content here. I invite you guys, like every single YouTuber in the world says, about 50% of you guys are not subscribed and watching. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Don't subscribe. Don't do it. So here we go. Next round. I say all that to say that on the next 2 times sacred, we are stockpiling them, guys. I've been getting really lucky in Demon Lord. I never miss a clan boss battle now that they're auto battle or the quick battle or whatever, right? So we have a lot of sacred stored, so there's going to be a good one when it comes to our next 2 times on sacreds. All right. Hey, I was right.
Open your eyes. Are we dreaming?
It's Yannicka! We can fully empower Yannicka, guys, and now that we got her, for my money, she's up there with the best spirit nukers inside the entire game. And the cool thing is, vis-a-vis the clan shop, or the guild shop, whatever, you guys can get it. You guys can get your hands on Yannicka by buying fragments. She hits super hard, man. Really cool champion. One of my faves out there in terms of spirit nukers, certainly, and just overall nukers, right? So on her baffling speed, right? This is her opener. Attacks 1 enemy, perfect veil on this champion for 3 turns as long as it's critical, and then she gets an extra turn. After the extra turn, she comes into the Elven Judgment, a hard-hitting AoE attack that ignores shield. It removes shield buffs from the target if this champion's under a veil or perfect veil, which she's always going to be because we're leading off with the A2, at least the first time that we use it, then deals extra damage equal to 15% of the value of the removed shield buffs. Pretty cool. Obviously, it's not going to remove bolster, but it's still a pretty cool ability. Deck her out in Savage or Lethal, and she's going to smack. And then on the A1, attacks all enemies 2 times instead if this champion is under a veil. So if she's under a veil, she got an AoE ×2 hitter on her A1 ability as well, attacking all battles by 30% on the aura. Man, Yannicka is a beast. I'm gonna fully empower her, like the dirty kraken that I am, and we're gonna have some fun there. All right, guys, could we get 4? I doubt it, but could we? Could we? A 0.5% chance per shard. Let's get it here, guys. Crimson Slayer, Defiled Sinner, Slasher, Channeler, Wretch, Corpulent Cadaver, Diabolist, Berserker, blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys, let's do it. We have 4 left. Crazier things have happened. We're going to open 3 and save 1 for the next shard opening video, guys. But that's going to be $300 for charity today. 3 pretty dang decent Legos. I wouldn't call any of them S tier or anything like that, but Yannicka I would give an A ranking total, you know, and we already talked about the other 2. So guys, there you have it. You can see the donation on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Let me know who you scored on the predating. Let me know how you scored on the Let me know who you scored on the. Oh my God.
What happened here? You used to be able to act.
Let me know who you scored on the double legendary event, guys. Much love, and as always, take care, guys. Nailed it.